Okay, so let's go ahead and look at this word problem. The nutritional information is given for a bagel and avocado in Table 1. How many of each should be eaten to get exactly 600 calories and 20 grams of fat? So the question is what helps us form our variables. So what am I eating? Okay, how much of each? That's what we don't know. So when you go back to the question and you ask yourself the question, your question becomes the variable. My unknowns, and you could use B and A. Do you want to use B and A, bagel and avocado? Okay, B equals amount of bagel eaten, and A equals amount of avocado eaten. Okay, so how do we do this? Any ideas? Bagel, calories, avocado. What's that? Write an equation. What should the equation be? Oh, but right. But here's the thing: is like, if I eat a whole bagel, I guess I get 400 calories. And if I eat one whole avocado, so maybe I'm actually only gonna have. Can I have half a bagel? Oh, could I eat half an avocado? Right. So I'm assuming. I mean, this is kind of weird because they don't say one bagel. You know, it's like serving size. So for every bagel I eat, I get 400 calories. If I eat, what happens? How many calories do I get if I eat half of the bagel? 200. So I actually would prefer to eat only half the bagel, right? Maybe. I don't know. But here's the point. For every 400, I get 400 calories for every bagel, right? I have calories and I have fat. I get 300 calories for every avocado, but I want to keep this to 600 total. So you notice I can't eat the whole bagel and I can't eat the whole avocado. Otherwise, I'm going to get 700 calories, right? You're like, just eat it all. I don't care. I don't want to figure it out. Okay, now I only want 20 grams of fat. I don't even know if is this even possible. You better not eat very much avocado. You eat one whole avocado, you've already got 30 grams. So for every bagel, I get 8 grams of fat. And for every avocado, I get 30 grams of fat. And I want that to be 20 grams of fat altogether. Is that one way to write it? Is that one way to figure it out? I wrote 2 different scenarios. And so now we want to figure out the sweet spot. So what would you do? What do you think you would do so that you could use this elimination method? Since this is the lesson and this is just a word problem within this lesson, let's use the elimination method. How would we do that? Any ideas? By 10. By 10? Oh, where are you getting the idea of multiplying it by negative 10? Where do you get this idea from? Oh, that's much easier than 8. 8 goes into 400, I don't know, 50 times. Yeah, too much. So we're going to multiply everything by negative 10. This side, everything. Negative 10. Okay, because these are our 2 equations. Remember, step 1, write the variables. Step 2, write the equations. Now we're on to step 3, we're solving. And we're solving using elimination. So let's just rewrite them. 400b plus 300a equals 600. And then if I multiply, can anyone tell me what the bottom equation is going to be? Negative 80b minus 300a equals negative 200. Does everybody see where we got those from multiplying by negative 10? Yeah? Now what happens? What should I do now? Add them together. And what do you get when you add them? 320B, this is gone, it's eliminated, equals 400. What should I do next? Get B by itself. How do I do that? 320 divided by 320. B equals, oh, you know about slashing zeros, right? So that's 40, this is 40 over 32. Can it reduce any more? What does it reduce down to? 5/4. So actually I'm going to have more than one bagel, aren't I? I'm going to have 5/4 of a bagel. and now I'm going to have how much avocado? So we must eat 5/4 of a bagel and blank avocado. How will I find out how much avocado do I get to eat? That's the better one, I think. I prefer the avocado to the bagel, personally. Plug it in. So we could have our check number 1 and our check number 2. Now I'm just setting it up so that I know I have to do both, right? So I'm going to take both. I'm going to plug in 5/4 for my bagel. 400 times 5/4, because that was the bagel, plus 300 avocado equals 600. And I'm going to do it in the other one too. 8 times 5/4 plus 30A equals 20. Let's see if we get the same A out of these, okay? So 5/4, 5/4. That's the same color. That doesn't really help. 5/4 of 400. How do I do that? Yeah. 4 goes into 400. 100 times 5 is 500. Plus 300A equals 600. Minus 500. 300A equals what? 100. Am I going too fast? Slow down, slow down. What's next? A equals, I can only eat 1/3 of an avocado? No. Sad. Okay, and let's say we have to do it in the other one. So let's just do these fractions. Let's practice these fractions. 8 times 5/4. 8 times 5/4, 8 over 1. Can I cross cancel? 4 goes into 8 2 times, right? 2 times 10, or 2 times 5 is 10, sorry, plus 30A equals 20, minus 10, 30A equals 10, divide by 30, A equals, oh good, 1/3. If I get the same thing in both, I plugged in the same number for bagel, I got the same number for avocado, that means it works. Okay? And then we wrote it in a sentence. So we did everything. Let's recap. We defined the variable. That's always the first step. That's the one that people forget all the time. That's 2 points. You got 2 variables, you define them, 2 points. Okay? You write your 2 equations based on your 2 scenarios. I have calories I'm comparing. I have fat I'm comparing. I solved it using elimination. I checked in both. I wrote a sentence, I mean. So that's 5 points, right? Or 10 points. That's a lot of points, basically.